I can't think of another plant in the world that has more benefits to make an abundant garden than this dwarf Spanish comfrey. There are three main benefits to dwarf Spanish comfrey. First of all, it's a fantastic weed suppressant. Secondly, it attracts loads of predators to the garden which will prey on the pests. And thirdly, there's nothing better for your soil than comfrey. So we're going to look at each of those in turn. So as a weed suppressing plant, you can still grow other flowers with it. You can still have lovely dahlias, for example. You can have daffodils. Your bulbs can come through it. You can also plant your fruit crops. So you can have fruit trees, shrubs, ground cover plants amongst it. It won't kill them off, but actually importantly, it does get rid of the ground elder and the couch grass and the really tricky weeds which we spend a lot of money on in horticulture trying to control chemically, which is a waste of time. This plant allows you to do all the weed control without any chemicals. This illustrates the second main benefit of Spanish comfrey. This is a little ladybird just sunning itself in the spring. It's overwintered in here. The beneficial creatures that live inside comfrey and in the roots of comfrey are amazing. We have ladybirds, we have wolf spiders which prey on aphids, and we have ground beetles that prey on the codling moth pupae and slugs and snails. And because we're getting ladybirds which prey on the aphids, for example, in the gardens, and we're having these in the orchard, we have a huge amount of free pest control, all provided by just having a small patch of this plant. The main benefit is the role that comfrey has as a soil improver and nutrient supply. Look at how dark that soil is that's been formed under the comfrey. It's extremely good at promoting the kind of organic levels that the bacteria that can fix nitrogen actually enjoy. So you can raise the nitrogen in your soil without applying any extra nitrogen feed. The comfrey leaves themselves are what we call bioaccumulators of nutrients, and what they do is they can be used as a fertiliser themselves. You can use them as a dry leaf, as a tea, or even actually just as a compost activator. You can chop the leaves up and just put them around plants, or when you're planting seedlings. All of this is a free form of fertiliser, and it captures nutrients that otherwise would be lost or unavailable in the soil, but it also means that you're lowering your overall input costs, which means you're much more profitable.